Politics is a dirty game, and to succeed, you have got to leave your morals at the door. Hi, guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. So, Maurene Comey, daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, and one of the prosecutors in the Jeffrey Epstein case and Diddy's trial, was fired yesterday, Wednesday, from her job at the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office. Two people familiar with the situation confirmed the news, but asked not to be named because they were not allowed to speak publicly. Maurene held the title of Senior Trial Counsel at the office. Most recently, she worked at the prosecution team in the Diddy case. She had worked at the U.S. Attorney's Office for nearly 10 years. She was involved in the high-profile prosecutions of Jeffrey Epstein and his partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell. In 2019, Maurene and other prosecutors charged Jeffrey Epstein with sex trafficking of minors. He later died by suicide in jail while awaiting trial. And Ghislaine Maxwell was found guilty of sex trafficking and sentenced to 20 years in prison. So Maurene Comey's firing comes at a time when Donald Trump and Attorney General Pam Bondi are facing strong criticism for refusing to release more files related to Jeffrey Epstein, who was accused of running a child sex trafficking ring for the elites. Her dismissal also comes as the Trump administration is reportedly investigating her father, James Comey, whom Trump has strongly criticized in the past. The investigation reportedly involves James Comey's role in the Russia probe during Trump's 2016 campaign, as well as a recent Instagram post that Trump's allies viewed as a threat. On May 14th, James Comey posted and then deleted a photo of the numbers 8647, spelled out in seashells on a beach with the caption, "Cool shell formation on my beach walk." So some Republicans claim the numbers meant kill Trump, interpreting the number 86 as slang for eliminate. However, 86 is defined in the dictionaries as meaning to get rid of or reject something. So James Comey later removed the post and said he did not realize some people associated the numbers with violence. So yeah, Trump and James Comey have had a long, tense history. In his first term, Trump fired James Comey while he was leading the FBI's investigation into the Trump campaign's ties to Russia. So James Comey later wrote a tell-all book about his experience where he criticized Trump's behavior, even mocking his appearance. He took shots at Trump's hand size, his hand size, and his tan. So Trump later said that firing James Comey was a great service to this country. So last night, dozens of prosecutors gathered to support Maurene Comey and walked her out of the office together, according to someone familiar with what happened. So yeah, Maurene Comey was fired because she knows too much, and they want to make sure she no longer has access to key evidence. I mean, she was the lead prosecutor in the cases against Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and she's also the daughter of James Comey, the former FBI director whom Trump fired during his first term. So Maurene has knowledge of sensitive matters that could potentially expose things connected to Trump. And she successfully prosecuted not only Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, but also Diddy. So Trump cannot risk someone with her deep experience in prosecuting sex trafficking cases, especially those involving underage girls, still operating within the justice system in New York. So there's a reason why they are not trying to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. So this guy, Jeffrey Epstein, supposedly died by suicide in jail in 2019. But a former inmate from that same facility said suicide was virtually impossible there. According to him, there was nowhere to hang yourself unless you were extremely short, okay, unless you have dwarfism. Even then, it would be difficult. And Epstein was tall. On top of that, Jeffrey Epstein was taken off suicide watch just days before his death. The security cameras around his cell conveniently malfunctioned, and the guards failed to check on him. And plus, there were powerful people who had a lot to lose if Epstein had gone to trial. Okay? And let's not forget, during his campaign, Trump claimed he would release the full Epstein client list if elected. But now he says the list does not exist. And he wants everyone to stop talking about Epstein and move on. Even his own attorney general, Pam Bondi once said the list was sitting on her desk and would be released tomorrow, a tomorrow that never came. Others in Trump's circle, like FBI Director Kash Patel and Deputy Director Dan Bongino, had once supported releasing the Epstein list, but now they have changed their tune completely. Now, after public pressure, Trump has told Pam Bondi to release a version of the list with only what he calls credible information. What a freaking joke. The real Epstein list will never be released. Oh yeah, as of yesterday, he's now calling the Epstein list a hoax. A hoax. And he went off on his MAGA supporters for not believing his lies. This is madness, okay? This list is crucial for accountability. People who sexually abuse children must be prosecuted and removed from positions of power, no matter who they are. And you must remember, the names on the list includes politicians from all parties, Democrats, Republicans, and independents. Okay, don't think it's just a one party. No, they are all on that list. Bankers, financiers, lawyers, judges, attorneys general, prosecutors, and district attorneys, well-known state officials, doctors, top corporate leaders and owners, media personalities, movie, TV, and Broadway actors and actresses, producers and directors, music moguls, musicians, popular artists, governors, and state politicians, and other government officials. Okay, a lot of these people are on that list. They're not going to expose their brothers and sisters, because it's men and women on that list. That's why both political parties have had the list, but neither one made a move to release the documents, because the list is dangerous to many people who are doing everything they can to keep it hidden. And remember, on June 5th, Elon Musk said Trump is named in the Epstein files, and that's why the documents have not been released. So here's the tweet. He wrote, "Time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump. is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. And then he wrote, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. Yes, indeed. The truth will come out. Okay? Look, politics is deeply corrupt. Blackmail is very common. They place compromised people in high positions so they can be controlled and made to push certain agendas. Look at Bernie Sanders. The things they forced him to do under blackmail are heartbreaking. If you guys knew, you would freaking cry. It made me cry, and I feel like I'm about to cry right now. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. If some of you only knew, but I won't discuss it right now. It's too evil. But I'm going to share something else I learned a while ago. According to one of the victims, when the victims were lined up to be chosen by these powerful politicians, Trump would pick the one who looked the oldest. Even though they were under age 18, he would pick a girl who didn't look too young. So say one was 16 but looked at 18 or whatever, he would pick that one instead of one who was young and looked young. Oh my goodness. So we must expose evil. You guys have to do your research, okay? Seek and you shall find. If you dig deeper, you'll find more. Once you learn certain truths, you'll never see the world the same way again. I'm telling you. One day, those deviants, these evil monsters, their day will come. And they will be judged for the evil they have committed against humanity. They think they are untouchable, but they're not. Remember, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Luke 12:2. And Matthew 19:26. Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Okay? So we must expose evil. Let's not sit back and let these people continue to just harm innocent people, children. This world is sick, you guys. This world is sick. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And share your thoughts in the comments if you have any. See you in the next video. Peace.